Right, next it's time to change the appearance of your MP3 player. This one's sort of a grey, shiny kind of MP3 player, but my colour scheme is like a blue colour, so I'm going to need to change all of this. The way that you change it, you need to open this file. It will have like a little red icon and it will say MP3 player. If you double click on that, it should open in Flash. So this is what it looks like when it first opens. The first thing you need to do, there's a picture of like an eye down here where my mouse is. If you click on that, it takes everything off your screen. All you want to see on your screen, the only things which you need to be changing are where it says player skin. If you click on the red X there, it will show you all the bits with colour which you can change. And the other bit which you might want to change is like the buttons, which is under controls, I think. So if you click on the red X next to controls, you'll be able to change those as well. But first of all, I'll show you how to change the skin, like the background colour and the borders and things like that. At the moment, I'm on the selection tool, this top arrow. If I double click on an area of colour, so I'm in this top bit, but if I double click, it all gets selected. Or actually just single click, because otherwise it selects the border as well. So just single click, and then where you've got this colour bucket, you can change it to something in your colour scheme. So mine's blue, so if I change that to a blue colour, perhaps have this middle bit like a slightly different shade. But you know, it's up to you. Try and pick colours which you think fit in with your colour scheme. So I've double clicked on the border there, so it's going to change the border colour. I think I still want that quite a dark colour. Go with that one. Right, now I'm having trouble selecting the grey underneath this box, so I'm just going to move that to one side a second. Then I can click on that one. And we'll go for another shade of blue. I'll just pop that one back. I'm not going to do anything for this box because this is where the written text appears for your actual playlist, so I'm going to leave that as it is. Next I need to change the buttons, so I'm going to put a red X back to where it says player skin, and then I'm going to take off the red X where it says controls so I can change these. If you change one of these buttons, it should change all the others at once. So if I double click on the go backwards button, it takes me to a different menu. You can double click again. That's the one I want, and this is like the style of the button. Right, so whilst I'm clicked on that grey area, if I change that, go for a dark blue, double click, that's got it. Let's go for dark blue. You see it's changed all the other buttons at once. Because I've navigated, by double clicking you've navigated through all these menus, you're just going to click back on scene 1 to go back to the start. It's made the actual button, like the play bit or the pause bit, very dark, so I'm just going to change that also. It'd probably be easier to zoom in on this bit so you can see. Make sure that you select just the black bit when you want to change this. I'm going to make it a very light blue, I think. You probably have to do this for each button at once because it's not all the same like the other ones. So we'll just go through, change all of those so that they're easy to see, fitting in with your colour scheme as best as you can. And then we need to publish this, save it and publish it so you can see what it looks like. I'll just zoom out. So back to scene 1, I'm going to click on that eye tool again so that we can see everything. Just click one red X next to show XML. So this is what my MP3 player looks like. if I go File, Save As, you need to save it as a CS5 document, not 5.5, that won't work. Save it as a CS5 document, so make sure that those words there are CS5. Press Save. You do want to replace your old one because you've improved it, and then go to File, Publish. It will come up with an error message, this one, just press OK on that, that's fine. And then if you go to your folder where you were working from, click on this grey file, MP3 player, and it should all be in your own colour scheme now. It should all still work. If you press play, it should play all your files just the same as it was before. That's how to change the colour and appearance of your MP3 player for your e-magazine.